So we're out again, staying consistent. And by the way, I made a lot of gains. I'll probably talk about that in a different video, but talking about gains and losses, bro, we dipped even further. And it looks like we may have found a bottom, because I was watching it earlier today and it flattened out a little bit. I'm talking about obviously the price of crypto, the dumping price of Bitcoin and all the others. Looks like we might have found a bottom, but I saw it dip a little bit, and then, or at least at the point of leaving home, it was starting to go back up again. I didn't go all in, guys. I just carried on doing what I've been doing for the last few months, which is dollar cost average. So I ramped up a little bit the average, the amount. So I was doing the daily amount, right? So I ramped it up a little bit. So I'm doing double at the moment. If it goes down a little bit further, man, if BTC hits 70s, 79, 78, something like that, I would double it yet again. So I'll be doing 4 times as much. But I don't think we're going to go there, because I think obviously there's also a limited amount for people to sell. After a while, people are going to exhaust their stash, yeah? Also, I saw a lot of support around 89. Massive volume at 89,000. That kind of stopped the dump in its tracks. So it is what it is. Something weird though is that there's a lot of movement in Binance. It looks like Binance is selling off a lot of tokens, or they're pretending to sell anyway. And I think that even added to the already existing FUD. And this is the thing whales do. Like I said before in some of my previous videos, is that they take a situation that's already FUDish and they add their own FUD, and then they pile on top of it. It's all about inertia, control, opportunity. I can imagine a lot of whales participated in that support line right about 89,000. As I'm not a whale, all I can do in this situation, guys, is what I've always done: DCA and HODL. And that's like the winning formula. Because if you don't sell, there's nothing they can do. Nerves of steel. I wasn't even tempted to try and swing trade, even though I knew it was going down. So here's the good news for XRP. First of all, if you're having worries that the price is going down, first of all, take solace in the fact that everybody's going down, right? And if you want to see what's really going on, rather than chart XRP against USD, chart it against BTC or against Ethereum or against its closest rival on the charts, Solana, and just see how well XRP is performing. So this dump has been particularly harsh on Solana, but XRP has been holding up really well, probably because of 2 reasons. First of all, most of the people that hold large amounts of XRP don't hold them in exchanges. A lot of XRP army is quite savvy, so they're cold wallet people, so they're not panicked by the current ByBit activity. Secondly, XRP army is pretty diamond handed. So they're not ones to just dump a token at the sign of the slightest problems, yeah? And thirdly, they're in deep anticipation of the SEC dropping the case against Ripple. Deep anticipation. We know that they're probably just tying up some loose ends, because they've dropped the one against Coinbase, right? But if you compare those cases, the Coinbase one is nowhere near as complicated as the XRP one. I wish I was on that plane. The Ripple one is a lot more complicated than the Coinbase one, that's for sure. So there are probably more legalities to sort out first. It's not quite as straightforward. So that's probably one of the reasons why it's just taking a little bit longer, or it's been put on the back burner. A lot of people have conspiracy theories regarding that. I don't. I think they're just going through, the steps, right? The wheel of justice moves very slowly, and it's not always as quickly as we want it to be. So we just need to exercise a little bit more patience. Also, when we have these expectations of this is going to happen, that's going to happen, all of those expectations are subject to things remaining equal. And when I mean things remaining equal is that we don't get any black swan events, any crazy paradigm shifting events, right? And this ByBit thing is pretty massive, and but it too will blow over at some point, and we'll just be back to the pump again. Now the danger, of course, is that it drags on a little bit, such that the time scale moves us into what should traditionally be a bear market. Even if that's the case, I still think that XRP, regardless, is still in line to do a proper pump. Even if the whole thing drags into 2027, right? Which should traditionally be a bear market. During that bear market, we're going to get a giant pump in XRP. I just believe that. So whether it happens tomorrow or at some point, it will happen. Yo, lots of foxes in my neighborhood. I see them like every day now, and they're getting bolder and bolder. Like I remember back in the day, they used to like at least run or have a longer flight distance. Now you could almost walk all the way up to one, and they just sort of look at you and slightly skeptical. If you make a move for them, then they run. If you don't, they just sort of keep going their own way. It's kind of crazy. It's almost like they know something. Anyway, as you can see, we have another beautiful day. I think we're having that sort of early spring, sort of a spring fake out that we have in February. This happens every February, by the way. And every time it happens, we completely forget that it happens every February, where we get this fake few days of spring, or feels like spring anyway compared to winter. And everyone starts like spring cleaning and putting things away, and then boom, we're hit with snow. So I'm expecting snow in a couple of weeks, whether or not it's predicted by the weather guys. It always happens every year, and every year we forget. It's almost the same as crypto, where we get these fake outs and fake dumps, and everyone goes, oh no, the bull market is over, or the bear market is over, whatever, and then it just reverses. So I don't know, a couple of weeks from now, I think we would have even forgotten all this ByBit stuff. Look at that beautiful golden light on my face. We're nearing sunset now. The light is beautiful, guys. Anyway, I'm going to go enjoy the rest of it. None of this is financial advice, of course. You should do your own diligent research. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. Peace. Whoa.